Whenever we set a program up like this and we ask the question, who should have the last word? At HCC, that place in the agenda goes to an extraordinary student. Our final speaker today is one of HCC's star alternative energy students, Chris Gianubis. Before coming to HCC, Chris worked for a construction firm in Frederick. After being laid off because of the declining work in the construction industry, he felt he could do so much more with his career if he pursued an alternative energy degree at HCC. He was one of the 5 ATE students who helped give Governor O'Malley an introduction to their lab as the governor toured the STEM building this past week. Chris, I think, has the right perspective, the right motivation, extremely talented in regard to his ability to see the connectivity between alternative energy and what will be unfolding in the near future. I think he'll represent all the students extremely well in sharing not only his story, but his perspectives on alternative energy. Chris?
Thank you, Dr. Altieri. I was asked to be here today, as Dr. Altieri said, to talk a little bit about my background, my participation in the Hagerstown Community College Alternative Energy Program, and my experience in the new STEM building. To some people, change can be a scary thing. I was in an administrative position at a construction firm where I worked my way up for 5 years under the wing of the company's president. My position grew to senior project estimator, and I was doing great. However, I felt I had hit my last rung on that corporate ladder. So I began looking into my passions. Being in construction, I was always interested in alternative energy and green building practices. I started exploring this interest by searching for educational opportunities close to home. I found some certifications and one-day seminars and even a few degree programs, but they focused more on environmental than construction and technology. College for me was an on-again, off-again relationship. Being a previous student here, I decided to return and explore what new programs they offered. I attended the Western Maryland Go Green Expo here, and I got an overview of their new alternative energy technology program. I could hardly sit still hearing about all the exciting opportunities. We were introduced to the college's alternative energy coordinator and lead instructor, Tony Valenti. I remember when Tony came on stage, he was so enthusiastic about the program, and I knew this was where I wanted to be. The curriculum of the program was so broad and included major facets of alternative energy, and it didn't stop there. I learned more about the future plans of the STEM building, the Energy House, and other projects on campus. I was thrilled about my future experience here at HCC. I started taking classes last summer, and then the unexpected scary change occurred. I went to work and was informed that I was laid off from my job due to budget cuts. I was shocked at first, but something inside me said that this was a blessing in disguise. After picking up the pieces of what I thought was a shattered future, I realized that I needed to focus on what I was passionate about. My time in the program has been a tremendous learning and growing experience. I have met students that were in their profession for decades, as well as others just starting out. The college has invested in a real niche program, with some students commuting an hour to get here. Students from abroad and locally have made the choice to make a difference and be a part of the program. I am extremely honored to be taking some of the first classes held here at the STEM building. Our lab equipment is state-of-the-art, and it enhances the challenges of the courses. The STEM building itself is being equipped with commercial-sized geothermal, solar, and wind systems, as well as the rainwater harvesting system. And every student and the public will get to see the output of these systems on the large display screens in the lobby. With this equipment in the program, we will be able to make real-world scenarios and learn valuable installation and troubleshooting skills. I've also been given wonderful opportunities to be involved in campus projects. I assisted in Phase 2 of the installation of a solar-powered charging station at the quad area. I helped install racking and solar panels on the roof of the STEM building and was one of the 5 students in the program to give the demonstration to Governor O'Malley in his visit here this week. Speaking to you today is another great opportunity that Tony and HCC have offered me. I will be seeking employment in alternative energy once I graduate this fall and will continue my education in the fields of engineering and physics. The things I have learned here in the program, along with my future goals, will be a tremendous mix of traditional skills and knowledge with cutting-edge training and ideas. This program and its resources will provide students with enormous potential and success in an emerging field. Thank you for taking the time to hear my story and experience at the college. Thank you to Dr. Altieri and Tony Valenti and HCC faculty and staff and all of you that support this program and its future. You saw the great potential, and that makes you the facilitators of change. Thank you.
Did you notice how the wind gods were getting excited about what Chris had to say there? That was very, very special.